Take a deep breath, feel the air fill your lungs, and as you exhale, release the tension from your shoulders. Angels brought me to you today with a very clear and urgent purpose, guided by the powerful energy of Archangel Michael. He's here, right now, standing by your side as a silent guardian, and his powerful presence carries a message your heart longs to hear. You, with such a vast and generous heart, carry a universe of affection within you, where each family member is a bright star you watch over with care and devotion. Your prayers, often spoken quietly in the dead of night when the world sleeps and your worries surface, haven't been in vain. They rose to the heavens like fragrant incense, and the answer is being delivered to you now through these words. The angels know about the nights you spent thinking of your children, your grandchildren, your home, feeling a subtle unease, a nameless, shapeless worry. You've noticed a certain heaviness in the air, perhaps arguments that appear without clear reason, a discouragement hanging over a loved one, or the feeling that unseen forces are trying to undermine your home's harmony and happiness. You're not imagining things. Your spiritual sensitivity is heightened, and your maternal instinct, one of the purest forms of intuition, is picking up on dissonant energy waves, trying to approach your most precious possession, your family. Archangel Michael came today to say, I heard your call. The fight for your home's peace isn't just yours. He wants you to know that your faith is a powerful weapon, and your love fuels celestial protection. What I'm about to share might change how you view the difficulties your family has been facing. There's something very important you need to understand about the source of these disturbances, and even more importantly, about how to build an impenetrable shield around those you love. These interferences don't always come from obvious sources. Often, they disguise themselves as small misunderstandings, words spoken in the heat of the moment, or hidden envy from people who, despite smiling at you, don't genuinely wish you well. These energies seep in like fine dust through the cracks of daily life, creating an atmosphere of fatigue, irritability, and disconnection. You feel it, don't you? That inexplicable weight that seems to drain the joy from moments that should be light and happy. This message reached you at the right time, as Archangel Michael is ready to perform a deep cleansing, to cut with his sword of light all negative threads woven around your family. He's here to restore order, peace, and security. Before we continue, type this mantra in the comments. My love lights up the world around me. Feel the truth of this statement, because your love is, indeed, a powerful light. Now, continuing the message, understand that the protection he offers goes beyond the physical. It's a spiritual shield that prevents outside negativity from finding a home within your space. It's a seal of light placed over your home's door and over the minds and hearts of each of your loved ones. Have you noticed that certain coincidences in your life aren't just coincidences? The way you found this message, the feeling that these words are speaking directly to your soul, all of this is the angel's orchestration, preparing you for the blessing on its way. Archangel Michael isn't just offering protection, he's handing you the keys to your family's spiritual fortress. He wants to teach you to be the conscious guardian of this sacred space. In the next few minutes, I'll guide you through what he wants you to know and do. He wants to show you how to identify sources of negativity and how to neutralize them with the authority granted to you as matriarch, as a pillar of love and faith. Prepare your heart, because celestial intervention has already begun. Archangel Michael's presence by your side is assurance that you and yours were never abandoned. The peace you seek for your family isn't a distant dream. It's a reality that will begin to be built starting right now. But that's not all. There's something even deeper happening behind the spiritual scenes of your family life. Now that Archangel Michael's presence is established and your heart is open to receive, it's crucial that you understand the nature of these forces that have been trying to disturb your peace. The angels asked me to explain this clearly because knowledge is the first step toward freedom. These adverse energies, which we can call negative influences or spiritual attacks, rarely appear in a spectacular way. They are subtle, insidious, and feed on small openings. Think of them like moisture seeping into a wall. It starts with a small, almost imperceptible stain, but if left untreated, it can compromise the entire structure. Similarly, these energies begin to work on small emotional cracks, an unresolved hurt, a critical word that caused resentment, daily exhaustion that opens the door to pessimism. Have you ever noticed how, sometimes, a calm family conversation suddenly turns into a heated argument over something trivial? Or how one of your loved ones, once full of life and plans, suddenly finds themselves in a state of apathy and sadness without a logical explanation? These are clear signs of these forces at work. The enemies Archangel Michael fights aren't just physical people. Often, the biggest adversaries are feelings and energetic patterns, envy, jealousy, the covetousness of others, even if they aren't aware of the harm they project. When someone looks at your family, your achievements, the love that binds you, and feels a pang of envy, that energy is sent your way. If your energetic field and your families aren't strengthened, that arrow of negative energy can find a target, causing imbalance. Another type of enemy is the negative memories and patterns we carry ourselves, sometimes from generations. Those tendencies for arguments over the same issue, recurring financial difficulties, health problems that seem to follow a family pattern. Archangel Michael, with his sword of light, has the power to cut these lines of negative energetic inheritance, freeing not only you, but also future generations of your family. He works at the root of the problem, clearing the ground so new seeds of prosperity, health, and harmony can sprout. You need to understand, dear soul, that you have spiritual authority over your home. Your house is your temple, and your family is your sacred treasure. You don't have to accept this disorder as normal. Archangel Michael's presence today is a call for you to take up your role as guardian. Now, before we continue this message, type 888 in the comments to claim the infinite protection and balance this number represents, sealing your intention in the universe. If this message is warming your heart and bringing the clarity you needed, know that your support, through a kind gesture using the thanks button, allows us to keep lighting these candles of hope for so many other souls, also seeking comfort and guidance. It's a circle of light. You receive, and by contributing, you help this light reach even further. Continuing the message, Archangel Michael wants you to start observing the details. Where does the energy feel heaviest in your home? Is there an object that gives you a bad feeling? Is there a relationship that constantly drains your energy? He invites you to be a detective of light. Once you pinpoint these issues, there's no need to fear. Just picture St. Michael's blue flame surrounding and cleansing every situation, object, and person. See his sword severing the energetic ties, connecting your family to these sources of trouble. This conscious visualization is a potent prayer, a way to shape your reality with the angels. What I'm about to share with you is the most powerful tool he offers today, the Cloak of Spiritual Invisibility. This isn't make-believe, it's a genuine energy protection technique. When you pray for your family, imagine St. Michael covering each loved one with his deep blue cloak. This cloak makes them unseen by malice, envy, and negative intentions. Harmful energy simply doesn't see them. It passes right through without attaching. This is an active safeguard you can renew every morning. Act with the certainty that your request has been granted, for faith gives substance to what is unseen. Now that you understand the nature of these shadows and your vital role as a guardian, it's time for St. Michael to give you his most potent weapon, the shield that will reflect all harm back to its source, transformed into light. Dear soul, the protection Archangel Michael extends over you and your family is active, dynamic, and impenetrable. The time has come for you to receive and learn to use the shield of blue light, the most powerful defense against all forms of negativity. Right now, picture Saint Michael before you. He's not a distant, unreachable figure. He's a real, powerful presence. From his arm, he raises a magnificent shield, not made of metal, but of pure cobalt blue light. A light so intense and vibrant it seems alive. This shield isn't just a barrier, it's a transforming mirror. Any negative energy, be it an envious thought, a curse, an intent to harm, or simply a low-frequency vibration approaching you or your family, is instantly reflected upon touching this shield. But it doesn't return as poison to the sender. Saint Michael, in his boundless wisdom and justice, transforms this energy. Hatred turns into understanding, envy into blessing, darkness into light. So, you not only protect yourself but also become an agent of healing for the world. Without even needing to know where the attack originated, this shield is yours by right. To activate it, you only need your intention and your faith. Every morning when you wake up, even before getting out of bed, close your eyes for a moment and say with conviction, aloud or in thought, Archangel Michael before me to defend me. Archangel Michael behind me to protect me. Archangel Michael beside me to guide me. I now activate the shield of blue light over myself, my home, and every member of my family. Say their names if you wish. We are sealed in your protective light. No harm can touch us, no negativity can reach us. So it is, and so it shall be. As you do this, visualize this light shield forming around you like a brilliant energy dome. See it expand, enveloping your entire home, from foundation to roof. Then see beams of this blue light extending from your home, surrounding each of your children and grandchildren, wherever they may be. Picture them heading to work, school, or their appointments, completely enveloped and shielded by this energy. To ensure you maintain these light connections and keep strengthening your protection daily, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It helps us keep creating meaningful content for you. Continuing the message, the angels want you to understand that this shield is strengthened by your vibration. Feelings like gratitude, joy, and love make it even more solid and radiant. Conversely, fear, anger, and constant complaining can create small cracks. Therefore, monitoring your own thoughts and feelings is crucial. If you catch yourself complaining or feeling afraid, don't blame yourself. Just take a deep breath and call on Saint Michael. Say, Michael, Guardian Prince, transform this fear into faith now. You'll feel the energy shift almost instantly. Have you noticed that when you're happy and grateful, things seem to go better and people around you appear kinder? That's because your high vibration strengthens your natural shield and attracts more of the same. Saint Michael's protection amplifies this effect 1,000-fold, creating a force field around you that only allows energies compatible with love and light to enter. What I'm about to share with you is an important secret. The shield also protects your family from self-sabotage. Often, the enemies that harm us most are our own limiting thoughts, our beliefs that we're not good enough, that we don't deserve happiness. Saint Michael's blue light brings mental clarity, dispels confusion and internal negativity, helping your loved ones make better decisions, feel more confident, and align with their true purpose. It's complete protection from the inside out. The angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number for today is 7. Write in the comments, I receive the angel's energy. My lucky number is 7, and I am blessed. I send love and protection to the person I care about and love very much. If this message resonated with you, show your support with a thanks a lot and help spread this message of light to others who need it. Act as if this protection is already an unshakable reality in your life, for your faith is the command heaven awaits to act. But for this shield to have maximum strength, there's a crucial inner step you need to take, a cleansing that will clear all paths for the light to operate without hindrance. Dear soul, You are raising a shield of light around your family, an impenetrable fortress under St. Michael's command. However, the angels show me that the most secure fortress is also clean and peaceful within. It's no good having high walls if the enemy already lives inside. The most common inner enemy, the one that creates gaps in our spiritual defenses, is a lack of forgiveness. Resentment, hurt, and anger held onto from past events are like heavy anchors, keeping us tethered to low-vibration energy. This dense energy acts as a magnet for more negativity and, worse, creates cracks in the protective shield you're building. Archangel Michael, with his sword, severs external ties, but he needs your permission and willingness to cut the ties you hold within your own heart. Forgiveness isn't a gift you give to someone else. It's an act of liberation you grant yourself. To forgive doesn't mean to forget, nor to condone the wrong done, nor even that you need to resume contact with those who hurt you. Forgiving simply means consciously deciding you will no longer carry the weight of that offense. It's like letting go of a rope that was hurting your hand. The other person might still hold their end, but you've chosen to release yours. You've chosen peace. The angels know that painful memories reside in your heart. Words that deeply wounded you, actions from people, perhaps even family members, that caused you great sorrow. You might have tried to push these feelings down, but they remain, like embers under ashes, radiating a bitter energy that contaminates your present and blocks your future blessings. Saint Michael is by your side now to give you the strength needed to perform this cleansing. I understand your hesitation. The human part of us believes that holding on to anger is a way to punish others, to not let them get away with it. But the spiritual truth is that the only person being punished is you. You drink the poison of resentment, hoping the other person suffers. Today, Archangel Michael invites you to break this pattern. The energy of forgiveness is one of the highest vibrations there are. And when you tap into it, your energy field expands, your light shines brighter, and your protective shield becomes unbreakable. Before we go on, the angels ask you to do a release exercise. Write down a list of people, including yourself, you'd like to forgive. Visualize each person, send them love, and say, "I forgive you," and set you free. May peace be with you. Feel the lightness and freedom forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice daily to strengthen your inner peace and ease anxiety. Moving on, it's crucial to include yourself on this list. How often have you blamed yourself for past mistakes? How often have you harshly criticized yourself for not being the mother, wife, or woman you thought you should have been? Lack of self-forgiveness is one of the widest openings for feelings of unworthiness and sadness to enter. You did the best you could with the tools and understanding you had at the time. Forgive yourself. Embrace your story with compassion. By doing this, you heal yourself, and through your example, teach your children and grandchildren to be kinder to themselves. What I'm about to share with you is incredibly powerful. By forgiving, you cut negative karmic ties that bind you to these people and situations. You free not only yourself, but also the other person at a soul level, allowing each to pursue their own path of growth. Often, repeated family difficulties are linked to these energetic entanglements of unforgiveness that span generations. By choosing to forgive, you become the healer of your lineage. You are the turning point who decides, "From me, this chain of pain ends. From me, only love and peace will move to my descendants." Feel the immense impact of this act. It's not an act of weakness, but the most courageous and spiritually powerful act a soul can undertake. Call on Archangel Michael. Ask for his help to dissolve the knots of resentment in your heart. Imagine his sword cutting these dark cords and see light filling the freed space. With a lighter heart, Archangel Michael's protection can now expand in ways you can't even imagine, reaching parts of your life that were previously blocked. Dear soul, with your heart now lighter and purified by the energy of forgiveness, The stage is set for Archangel Michael's protection to grow exponentially, enveloping each family member personally and directly. Your prayer, love, and faith act as a powerful beacon, and it's through the light you radiate that Archangel Michael finds the most direct way to reach those you love, wherever they are. Understand something very important. When you pray for the protection of a child, a grandchild, or your spouse, you're not just sending good wishes. You're activating a spiritual communication network. You become a direct channel for angelic intervention in their lives. Even if they don't share your faith, even if they're distant or going through a skeptical phase, a mother's or grandmother's love transcends any barrier. It's an invisible golden thread connecting them to you and, through you, to heaven. Now, let's make this practical. The angels want you to visualize this protection in action. Close your eyes for a moment and bring to mind the image of one of your loved ones. See them in their daily routine, leaving for work, studying, driving, interacting with others. Now, imagine the imposing and loving figure of Archangel Michael walking beside that person. See the blue light of his cloak surrounding them, creating an individual protective bubble. If your child has an important meeting, visualize Archangel Michael ahead of them, clearing the way, purifying the environment of unfair competitive energies and bringing clarity to their words. If your grandchild is at school, see Archangel Michael's shield around them, protecting them from negative influences, bullying, and making them unseen by any danger. If someone in your family is facing health problems, visualize Archangel Michael's sword cutting the energetic roots of that illness, while his healing angels pour an emerald green light of recovery over the person's body. Have you ever noticed how sometimes you get a strong feeling about one of your children, and minutes later, you find out something happened? That's your golden thread vibrating, your intuitive connection at work. The angels invite you to use this connection not just to worry, but to actively protect. When you feel that unease, instead of giving in to fear, stop immediately and do this visualization. Call on Archangel Michael and send him as a personal guardian for that person. Say, Archangel Michael, I now send you as a guardian for my child. Say the name. Surround them with your light, protect them from all harm, guide their steps and free them from all danger. I trust in your protection. Thank you. This command, born from your mother's love, holds immense power in the spiritual world. You are, literally, dispatching a legion of angels to look after your loved ones. What I'm about to share next is truly beautiful. This protection also works for relationships within the family. If there are conflicts between siblings or between you and one of your children, visualize Archangel Michael's cloak of blue light enveloping both of them during a conversation. Ask him to dissolve energies of anger, misunderstanding, and pride, and to allow only love and truth to come through. You'll see how conversations become calmer and more productive. Archangel Michael's energy doesn't force anyone, but it does dissolve negative interferences, allowing each person's loving essence to surface. This daily practice of visualizing and sending angelic protection will transform your family's dynamics. You'll move from being a worried observer to an active agent of peace and security. Your home will become a headquarters of light, and you, the loving general, directing the forces of good. Don't underestimate your power. A praying mother or grandmother connected to the strength of Archangel Michael is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. And when this protective light you send meets the darkness trying to approach your loved ones, a silent battle is fought and won on the spiritual plane, often without them even realizing the danger they were spared from. Dear soul, now that you've learned to extend the shield of protection over each of your loved ones, it's time to understand what happens when that light meets darkness. Archangel Michael isn't a passive protector. He's the commander of the heavenly hosts. His action is decisive, his sword precise. The battle he wages for your family is one for harmony, truth, and freedom. It's important not to imagine a scene of violence, but rather a process of purification and ordering, like a skilled surgeon precisely removing a tumor to restore health. When you send Archangel Michael's protection, and that light surrounds your family, any low vibration energy trying to approach is immediately confronted. Think of the envy someone might feel towards your child's success. That energy, upon nearing the blue shield, is neutralized. The person who sent it might even feel a sudden disinterest, as if the target lost its appeal, because the negative energy no longer finds an anchor point. Evil thrives on negative energy, and Archangel Michael's light dispels it. The sword of light we often speak of isn't for destruction. Its purpose is to sever. What does it sever? It cuts toxic energetic ties your loved ones might have with others. You know that friendship that just drains your daughter's energy and brings her down? Michael's sword works to naturally weaken that connection, so your daughter feels the need to step away on her own. It severs manipulative strings in the workplace, causing unfairness and deceit to surface and lose their power. It cuts the threads of addiction and self-destructive habits, bringing fresh insight and willpower to those struggling. Archangel Michael's triumph shows up in the physical world in subtle yet powerful ways. It might be a malicious plan against your family that just goes wrong for no clear reason. It could be an ill-intentioned person suddenly getting transferred to another city or simply drifting out of your lives. It could be the truth about a situation coming to light, showing people's true colors and exposing enemies disguised as friends. Before we go on, please share this video with 2 loved ones who could use this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer for your guardian angel. Now back to the message. Michael's actions also bring harmony back into your home. If your home environment has felt heavy with arguments and sadness, picture the Archangel walking through each room, wielding his blue flame sword. See him cutting through all webs of stagnant energy, clearing away painful memories clinging to your walls and belongings. After this clearing, picture him filling the entire space with his blue light of peace and protection. Do this with belief, and you'll feel your home's atmosphere shift. It will become lighter, more joyful, a true haven of peace where everyone feels safe and loved. Have you ever noticed how the air feels cleaner and fresher after a big storm? Archangel Michael's intervention works similarly. He might bring uncomfortable truths to the surface or push for solutions to issues that were swept under the rug. This battle process might seem chaotic for a bit, but it's the storm needed to clear the air and bring the sun back. Trust the process. Michael's triumph isn't about avoiding challenges, but the assurance that through every challenge, light will win, justice will be served, and your family will emerge stronger, more united, and better protected than ever. Spiritual warfare is real, but your faith, combined with Michael's power, ensures the ultimate outcome is always the victory of light. Your family is already under this heavenly watch. The clearing has begun. Now that the clearing is done and victory declared, how do you keep this fortress of light permanently standing around your family? Dear soul, the big struggle is over, the clearing is complete, and the light has triumphed over your home and family. Archangel Michael's presence has sealed every crack and raised an impenetrable shield. Now, peace reigns. But the angels ask me to share the concluding and perhaps most crucial part of this message, how to maintain this fortress of light, how to nurture this state of grace and protection every day. Heavenly protection isn't a one-time thing, it's an ongoing partnership, a dance of cooperation between you and the heavens. Michael and his legions stay on guard, but your vibration, the energy you and your family put out, is what keeps the fortress gates firmly shut against any new attempts by negativity. The first and most powerful pillar for upkeep is gratitude. Gratitude is the prayer the universe loves to hear most. It's a high-frequency seal that lifts the vibration of everything it touches. At the end of each day before bed, set aside a moment. It doesn't have to be long. Just close your eyes and give thanks. Thank Michael for the protection given. Thank him for your family's health, for food on the table, for a roof over your heads, for the day's small joys. By focusing on what you have, instead of what's missing or what you fear, you shift your energetic frequency from scarcity and fear to abundance and faith. This vibration of gratitude strengthens the shield of light in an amazing way. The second pillar is watchful words. Words have creative power. Constant complaining, gossiping, or uttering words of negativity or pessimism, even just saying it, creates small cracks in your protection. Become the guardian of the words spoken in your home. Encourage praise, supportive words, and loving conversation. When a negative word is spoken, there's no need to create conflict. Simply, in your heart, ask Michael to envelop that word in his blue light and transform it. Over time, your home's environment itself will start to push away negativity, and people will naturally feel the desire to communicate more positively. The third pillar is the act of blessing. To bless is to call light upon something or someone. Bless your children when they leave home. Bless the food you share. Bless the money that comes in and goes out. Bless your home, your car, your work. A blessing is a command of light that programs the energy around you for good. By blessing your enemies or those you feel don't wish you well, you practice the highest level of protection. You disarm them with love, cutting the cycle of negativity at its source. Don't underestimate the power of a silent blessing coming from a sincere heart. Keep your connection simple. You don't need complex rituals. Have an image of Archangel Michael in a special spot in your home, if that helps you remember his presence. Light a blue or white candle once a week, with the intention of strengthening your home's protection. And most importantly, talk to him like a friend. Share your worries, express gratitude for your successes. This personal, ongoing relationship is what keeps the alliance vibrant and strong. Your home is now a beacon of light, an outpost of heaven on earth. You, dear soul, have been named the guardian of this beacon. Your mission isn't to fight, but simply to keep the light burning. Do this with love, with gratitude, and with the unwavering certainty that you and all your loved ones are, and always will be, under Archangel Michael's invincible shield. Peace is yours by right. Security is your reality. Live in it. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments, "My family is under Archangel Michael's protection." Share your experiences in the comments. If you liked this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.